Shabuhloba YouTubians out there, YouTubia, welcome to life, where you go from a beta to a better version of yourself. I'm Jae Six, and let's get into this. I recently had a conversation with my sister, and I used this metaphor. I was not quite sure where it was going to take me, and I'm not sure if I can reproduce it, and I don't know if it's going to make sense. I hope it does, but if not, I hope you were entertained. Basically, when you're born, you should see your life like this. A field, there's nothing on there. You're born. Clean field. And as your life progresses, you cultivate onions. Small onions, big onions, and juicy big ones that when you chop them, you cry. Those ones, yes, those big juicy onions that make your food taste good but make your breath smell hot. Anyways. So you cultivate them along the way throughout your life. And a lot of us, what we don't do is we don't go and clean or actually harvest our onions. We let them sit there. Certain onions start to rot, some of them don't, and you just ignore them. But they stay there, right? And you cultivate onions, you cultivate small ones, big ones, depending on the experience you have, the meaning you give to the situation or the experience. And you go along in your life not doing anything about your field. When you decide to do something about it, you have an entire field of a bunch of onions. I wanted to say orange, I don't know why, but onions. The big, the small, the ugly, the rotten, the good, the juicy, the tasty, and so much more. And when you decide to change your life is when you decide to harvest or clean out the field, right? And imagine you have to harvest and chop them to process them. If you start chopping the small onions, okay, you can get through that quickly, but some of them still make you teary-eyed. And then you get to them big, juicy ones you forgot about. You start chopping. It costs you more energy. Hey, look at my metaphor. It's coming along. You go to the next one. It's a bit bigger. You chop it up. Takes you a little more energy. Might cry a little bit more, but you chop them up, you put it away. And then you get to those onions that you wanted to forget about, but actually didn't. You just close your eyes every time your eyes passed the field, or you ignored them, and you have to chop those up too. So imagine chopping those up, right? It's nasty, it smells, it looks disgusting. There's green stuff, brown stuff, gooey stuff, slimy and everything. And on the inside, there's still an onion. Then when you cut it, it's like pow to your eyes, right? Those onions, those nasty onions, those are the ones that take you more time because it doesn't only want to make you cry, it makes you physically sick to the stomach. Like, ugh, I can't do this, I don't want to do this. And that's the same with life experiences. It's the same. You have experiences that you have given meaning. Some of them you've worked through. Some of them you just put away. And that is the field you are now left with that you need to clean. I said all that to say, changing your life takes time. It is hard work. You'll probably tear up. You might even feel sick. You'll feel resistance. But if you feel resistance, you're going somewhere. If you don't feel resistance, you ain't doing what you need to do. Life change is not easy, but it's possible. Make up your mind. Make up your mind, just like I did. Make up my mind and make certain rules or guidelines for yourself. I'll put it in another video because it'll get way too long because we know people's attention spans like 1.2 seconds. So I'm going to try to keep this video short because you might watch it all the way. But then the question is, do you really want to change? Look at me good. Look at me good. I hope this video helped you. If not, hey, I hope it entertained you. Anyway, thank you for watching. Tschüss.